Simon Ekpa sentenced to 6 years in prison for terrorism. You people will look into this as I read out to know that all the allegation and accusation that was labeled on this man, a man who is agitating for the freedom of his people, who is fighting for the freedom of people of Biafra, has suddenly become a terrorist. Look at what is happening in the north. Look at what is happening in Benue. What is happening in Enugu. What is happening in Anambra. And remember that this Simon Ekpa we are talking about, he has not been in Nigeria for over, yes, more than 1 year. So how is it that he's still sponsoring all these things happening? That was the same way they labeled like evil. Label things on Nnamdi Kanu. But Nnamdi Kanu has been in prison for how many years? Those things still continue. Insecurity is still there. Bad people still there. Hunger still there. Starvation still there. Many things. Corruption is still going around, flying around. Even our government, some people in some departments still they steal money. So Namaz Nnamdi Kanu and Samuel Ekpa still they do this one. Just listen what is labeled on this man. You said that Simon Ekpa sentenced to 6 years in prison for terrorism. A district court in Finland has sentenced Simon Ekpa to 6 years in prison for terrorism. Ekpa, an agitator for the actualization of the indigenous Biafra, indigenous people of Biafra, that's IPOB, was sentenced on Monday, which is today. Look at the part that sweet my belly most. An agitator for the actualization of the indigenous people of Biafra. That means he is fighting for something good. Yes, for something good. When I'm telling you, people say, all these our brothers in Southeast, all those politicians, in fact, what goes around comes around. It will meet them. In the ruling, the Pajaham court found Ekpa guilty of inciting terrorism and participating in the activists of a terrorist group. I don't understand. He's participating in what? Activities of terrorist group. That one is what I don't understand, because what I know is that Simon Ekpa and Nnamdi Kanu, they are agitating, for Biafra. They want freedom for their people. So that one now, that they matter. We matter them. According to Finnish newspaper, the court said Ekpa had used his significant social media following to stroke tension in Nigeria.
Because we're going to read this together before I even go ahead, is that I think this whole thing started last year, if I'm not mistaken, or 2023 at most. When Samuel Ekpa was arrested by Finland and this thing. But you can see that they finished their judgment. It's not this one that is dragging like we have in Nigeria. Dragging. You're not coming out to say this is what the person has done. You're not bringing out evidence. You're not finishing prosecuting the case. You just keep someone and just because you can, you use the state machinery and lock up the person. You're not trying the person. You're just here, there. That's what the Nigerian government has been doing with, Nnamdi Kanu. But in this case, you can see with the Finnish government, what they did, they arrested him, brought the charges, tried him, did everything. Bam, has closed. Let me go ahead and look at this particular. It says, according to prosecutors, he has been actively involved in a separatist movement seeking independence of the southeastern Nigeria under the name Biafra. The Pagehem District Court in Finland has sentenced Simon Ekpa to 6 years in prison on terrorism charges, the BBC reports. According to the court decision, Ekpa was found guilty of inciting terrorism in Nigeria. He was also said to have promoted the independence of the Biafra region through illegal means between 2021 and 2024. I love what they said there. What they said that they said promoting let me read it again. Promoting the independence of the Biafra region through illegal means between 2021 and 2024. So what that means is that promoting independence of Biafra, there's nothing wrong with it. Beautiful idea if that's what you want to do, and it's completely legal. You have the right to say, look, I don't think this union is working. I know it needs to separate. But what somebody does not they have the right to is to do it through illegal means. That is by killing people, going after the state, causing mayhem, causing damaging lives and properties. They are killing people, doing all sorts of things. You understand? Causing terror in the land. Nobody has a right to do it, no matter how noble, whatever it is that you're asking for, no matter how noble.
I don't know. They still went ahead to say that the district court also noted that Ekpa had supplied certain groups with weapons, explosive and ammunition through his network of contact in the region. Say Samuel Ekpa dey supply all this I don't want to mention anything name, bow bullet and so on and so forth. For what? So what will be his reason of doing that? Anyway, that is not the issue here. The issue here, at least, this man know his faith. And now, leaders in Southeast, you people can now go and relax. You people can now go and sit down. At least there'll be peace in East now. There'll be peace. All those places that terrorists has been disturbing, places like Anambra, places like Enugu, Abia, some parts in Abia State. I think now, since this man has been sentenced to 6 years imprisonment, I think you people will not be seeing him again. You will not be hearing from him again till 6 years. Not in the case of this Nnamdi Kanu, who has not known his fate. The kind of people Nnamdi Kanu is dealing with. In fact, Nigeria is not a home. It's not a place. Look at how the way they deal with this Simon Ekpa. They did it process by process accordingly. Both the allegations, the evidence, the lies, everything they brought, the table of Finland. That was what Finland used, to judge him. And it comes so quick that he already knows his fate. What about Nnamdi Kanu has been under? Should I say DSS or police or wherever? I don't even know where they put this man. He has been there for how many years? For over how many years? He has not even known his fate because they are dealing with his own case in Nigeria. You know that Nigeria is a lawless country. It's a country whereby it's not governed by any law. Anybody can behave anyhow. If court give order, people go against order. Look at the case of Natasha, where court gave order and gave Natasha letter of resumption. And Natasha went to her office. They didn't let her in. What happened till now? They bounced her back. They've not allowed her to resume office till now, even as I'm talking to you. That is the same thing that is holding Mazi Nnamdi Kanu. That is the country we find ourselves. And some people are still there talking about one Nigeria. Just pray that one Nigeria will not happen to you. Because when you look into the matter of those that one Nigeria has happened to, you will know that Nigeria no be your mate. You even fight how you go get your own freedom. How can you be in your place where you don't have freedom? Freedom of speech you not get. Freedom of movement you not get. People in Lagos now living in Lagos State, to East, Abuja, to even ordinary Benin here. Tension, they are afraid. You don't even know what will happen on the road. As you are going, you'll be praying. You'll be praying that evil will not meet you. Look at a man we spoke with from US yesterday. The man said that, okay, I'm of age. I'm an old man. I left my country, Nigeria, when I was 22 years old. And now, I am going very close to 80 years. And I'm planning to come back home. But what I'm hearing